Hello and welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time we went to Caelid through the Dragonburnt Ruins teleporter trap, and then the Third Church of Marika teleporter, which brought us all the way up to the Bestial Sanctum. But now, since we came back and made our way here, we're going to make our way down to Fort Height and reclaim that fort. Before we do that, I do have my spirits already loaded up. Admittedly, the Wandering Noble ashes are terrible, but it's something. Their whole job is to be a distraction in the first place. But right about here, we'll get off our horse. As useful as Torrent is, this whole area is full of bears. We'll summon that spirit to walk a bit. You don't have to follow them very closely, and they just lead you to certain locations. First thing we'll do is grab the map for the area. So now we have Limgrave East, and we can see all of this. Now that is a rune bear, which is bigger than a standard bear, as you can tell. But luckily it is distracted, so we can just walk up, grab that. Oh god, it saw me. They're usually distracted. I think you have to move more at their back. So yeah, they do that. They are very dangerous, and you don't want to fight them unprepared. Now I have to make my way back, get my souls. I do know of a way you can fight at least one of them, and it's a tactic, but I don't care. If they're going to put a bear that annihilates you, then I'm going to do underhanded tactics to ensure I survive. Just like before, hop off, crouch. Avoid aggroing even normal bears. We'll just go up and around this time then. Either way, I'm not playing that game. It's strange, maybe because I was speed walking, but usually I can just walk on up, grab my stuff, and go. Since we're here, we're actually going to detour a moment, because it's good to go in here, at least for a split second. The Siofra River Well. Step on it, and now we can go for a good ride. That is still a long way to the bottom. We'll come back to this area later. Right now, it's gonna be too difficult. There's some spells and stuff scattered throughout the area. I've used them before, they aren't really worth it. But we will grab the Grace. We'll hit the Stake America. I've never seen someone actually use this one. But that's mostly because I'm usually further ahead. But we'll run through quick. At least this little spot, grab some stuff. Dukist Herba. I ran through here with a friend and got more Herba than I'll ever need. And now we'll ride the way back up. If you're an intelligence player, you know, a caster, you might want to come here. Those guys you see right down there, they're claymen, and sometimes they'll drop their spear, and it's got intelligence scaling on it, so it's not too bad to have. I've used them before. I still actually have one on my main character. I have it powered up. It's not bad. It's pretty solid for what it's worth. If you can get your hands on Meteoric or Katana or Moonveil, you're better off with those. But if you don't have those, you know, the spear is solid. Now we'll just continue on our way past the murder bear. Get rid of the demi-humans, not a big deal. Thin beast bones. Actually, since I haven't shown you, here's the stance for this weapon. Oh. Probably better if I don't get hit while trying to do it. And if I can actually land it on someone. We'll target the big guy with this. So the rest of these guys are a little squirrely. Start falling back. I don't want to get baited into aggroing the bear. And jump attack. And a missed. Okay, now it's just him and me. So we'll power stance and... This is kind of the problem with trying to power stance this thing is you have a very short window. Oh, I didn't knock him into the air. It just instantly poise broke him. Or stance broke. I mean, that's fine. Stance breaking is incredibly useful. It's how you set up a lot of executions. Okay, since we're close enough, you can see these ruins. Crouch. Make sure you're crouched. You notice that guy up there, Blide. We'll meet him later. Sleeping Rune Bear, we'll go in there and get the reward for... Because he's sleeping on top of the entrance to the underground spot. We'll deal with that another time once we can get the Twin Blade up and running, because that has our poison Ash of War. At that point we'll be fine. Until then we'll just run on by or sneak on by. As long as you're sneaking, you can grab almost everything. The Trina's lilies right by him you're not going to be able to grab. But now we can run. Actually, we can ride our horse out of this area. Oh yeah, the root resin, not bad to pick up. There's some graves over here. I picked the wrong side on that swing. Yeah, learning to drag your R2s on a horse is going to make fighting a lot easier. Because then you can just stagger, or at least harm a lot of enemies before going in for a finishing blow. Like, that was easy. Able to work through it just fine. But we'll hit this graveyard, because every little graveyard like this has some rewards. They're not great. They're definitely not dungeon level or above, but they are rewards. And in cases like this, if we can aggro all the wolves, we can line them up, hopefully, for a good hit. If not, we can take them on one at a time. And just keep cycling through. That's a big thing with horse combat, is it's all hit and run. Sometimes it's a little less hit. Or you can get a double like that and feel really special for a moment. Because much like dogs, wolves are very dangerous. They're very good at stun-locking low poise characters. And they're all dealt with. So we'll go check these. Should be just runes. You can just pick these up, use them, they're consumables, they give you more runes. They're your hero souls of previous games, nothing fancy. I believe you can sell them to vendors for the exact same amount of value. I just like using them because I feel special. And there you go, that's everything here. And we can see fort height right there. Don't have to worry about anything, we can just ride right to it. Land octopus! There shouldn't be anything of value down here. This is all just effectively a spot for the land octopus. Forgot they can jump. Oh, there actually is one small golden rune. Can't say I'm impressed, but I can't say I'm surprised either. We'll go right here for our closest site of grace. If you want to, you can summon people. There will be people around here, usually. Or if you're looking to get summoned, there's usually someone looking for some assistance clearing this. Actually, now that I think about it, let's see if we can grab someone. Just thinking out loud, I know what's ahead, and it's better to see if you can get a hand. Don't have a multiplayer password on. And there is a chance that there's just nobody here. Yeah, there's nobody here, so I'm just gonna disable that. No sense inviting PvP when I don't need to. as I say it, I'm actually going to cancel going here because I know the challenge of the place. So instead, we're going to go to Gatefront. The only reason I decided to change my mind there is there's a pumpkin head, and while they aren't the utmost difficult guys to deal with, it's not the best to try to solo them as a low-level player. If I had my poison, sure, I wouldn't care. With poison, everything is a breeze. You just poison them and fall back. But I don't have that. I don't have any of my other useful tools at my disposal. If I had... There's a dragon spell that would be good, but lacking that spell, I can't effectively breeze through the combat, or at least, it's not even breeze, it's just do it with minimal difficulty. Because that's the goal here, is to do this not easily, but not sitting here like beating my head against a wall. That doesn't teach anyone anything, and it's just tedious. Another stone sword key, good to find.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormhill Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose? Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off, or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you? The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little un. It was a pleasure to see. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormhill Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know.
Now that was actually a good encounter, because we can swap this out for the jellyfish. The jellyfish is arguably one of the best options you can get for a summon. At least early on. It's durable, it can poison, it floats so it doesn't end up suffering from certain ground slam attacks. Keep missing on this guy. There we go. And we get the straight sword and brass shield and some bolts. The straight sword is a downgrade. Kind of the curse of using a great sword. But we'll get there eventually. Now, we can push up into the castle, but for now we're actually going to not do that. Because this area has a number of dungeons to be cleared. There's a number of locales to scope out and a bunch of little useful tricks to learn. That's useful. Now we can boost our strength when we use our Wondrous Physic. Because with that active, it'll give us, I believe, 5 points of extra strength. So when we use it, heal, temporary strength boost. You could, if you had enough different components, to do just a straight buff, if that's what you're inclined to do, or what have you. We'll dip over here. War Master's Shack. I believe this is a War Master's Shack. We'll see at the Lost Grace. And I was right. Cool. This guy, also important, sells weapon arts.
But let me ask you something. Are you here? Does your faith in despite? Yes, you're a takes me back. Any interest? All I know now's the
Not important to listen to him.
period of battle arts in these mementos. A fine. That's how
This is just to tell you about Ashes of War. Effectively just saying, hey, these things do this. There's a bunch of them that I haven't found. Also, do not come here at night. If you fast travel to this location at night, this actually is a boss fight. He vanishes and you get a different guy. And that guy can be difficult, depending on your skill level. It's all dependent on your skill level and your gear. We'll cut up here, because there's an item to grab. No, I want the item. The lance. Now from here we can clear this area, this little camp. Nope, always hit the wrong button. You know what, let's clear the camp. The only challenge will be the dog. Now I'm just trying to think how to handle the dog. Now that I've gotten myself into this situation, we'll just go for it. Okay, now we can actually summon our jellyfish if need be. Hello? Pillar thing. Pillar thing, you lied to me. You're supposed to mean I can summon. I guess there's a little symbol on the left that's supposed to show up. I guess that's not a summoning area. That's a little rough, but whatever. I got the knight baited, that's the important part here. And then we're going to mount up and run away. If I had the sword ready, that would be easier. But it's the dogs and that knight. The knight is annoying. We'll do this quick, though. Alright, come on. You'll see these around. What you need to do is bait one of bait a troll over. Come on, buddy. Did you hit it? No. Come on. There. Now, if we bait these guys away, we can make our way over to the item, which was 5 level 1 smithing stones and 1 level 2 smithing stone, which is a pretty good find. There's also a boss here at night. I believe it's a little further up these hills. I really hate that move. Hey, he hit his friend. And you can't immediately summon Torrent afterwards. Yeah, the sonic shouts are a little tedious, but you get used to them. We have another guiding statue. Didn't mean to use that, but whatever. There's actually a few dungeons in this area. Ooh, Alexander.
Help me! I'm stuck. Hello? Oh, my stars! I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this? My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure. Don't dally. There's no need to fret. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say. Well played, good sir. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelled the end of me. Well, I'm out now, and that's what counts. I thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this. Once again, the pleasure is mine. I am the warrior Jar known as Alexander. Iron Fist Alexander, in fact. I journey to the east, where I intend to further my education in the ways of war. And beyond these lands lie the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. And upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle, in which a festival of combat is being held. I'd heard whispers of such festivities before. Doesn't the notion set your breast aflutter?
Yeah, best character.
I'm headed to Redmane.
Alright, that's just the same stuff. But yeah, best character in the game. But we will grab the 2 dungeons here, and actually this Site of Grace. Touch the Grace. I had to stop and think how to find... The ways to some of these dungeons are a little weird. If I remember correctly, one is this way. Yeah, right here. Nope. Would have gone splat if I jumped there. Yeah, that's real lucky. You gotta make sure you get that, like, billowy effect around you. Otherwise, you're gonna go splat. And it's nice to know those jump pads effectively allow you to go up or down. Oh yeah, it's right below. Turtleneck meat. And then right here. This is the first dungeon, High Road Cave. At least mark this place. We'll come back to it in a little bit. Get our summoning pool. And then we'll step back out, go back up top to the bridge, and find our second. Hang on, is that an item over there? I think that's just words. Yeah. Just words. Alright, now we'll go north here and get to our other dungeon. This one's a lot easier, it's just go up these rocks. The Death-Touched Catacombs. Now we have our summoning pool. And we will clear this next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.